Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yes. An activity on my channel recently. I know. Stop complaining. You know what's funny? I think people don't realize this. When I'm studying, I'm not sitting in my room being completely silent and everything. I'm watching all the streams while I study. Because I just can't study while in complete silence. So I see people commenting about me in streams of Luke, and I'm like, I am listening to this stream. Like, I know what you guys are saying. I am listening to these streams. While I study, I'm listening to these streams. I might not be in chat. I might not be on stream. But I know what you guys are saying. So I'm just saying, yeah. Yes, Luke is a rich, posh man. That is a fact. We have established that. But show some respect to the Waffle King, you know. Show some respect to the Waffle King. Anyhow, on to the topic matter. I may be a little bit late, potentially, but Man City has finally lowered ticket prices. It's about time, isn't it? And I've got a lot of opinions about this. So this stream, it may just be more of a rant than a real stream, but anyhow, let's see the chat here. Big up to everyone in here already. Wim Rose already. Hello. Bayern München 10-0. Yeah, I saw that. Well, I didn't see the game. I'm not watching it. I am not watching a single Club World Cup game. I don't care. It's a fake competition. But this game shows shit. This game shows this competition should not exist whatsoever. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. I'm watching PSG against Atletico Madrid. At least a decent game did in that competition. A half decent game, should I even say. Hello Rosa, hello, how are you? This competition is a joke. The Club World Cup, I agree. If you mean the Premier League, I disagree. Club World Cup, yes, I agree. It's a joke. Anyhow, let's read this first, and then I'll tell you guys my opinions. The general admission, match by match ticket prices for the 25-26 Premier League season for the citizens. This is such a cringe term, but yes. Matchday members as per Man City. So this is from the official Man City website. It's a screenshot straight from the website. I found this earlier. I found this earlier on the website, but I tried to find it back, and I don't remember where it is. Mostly because I didn't try very hard. Because I realized I can just go to Twitter and someone will have posted a screenshot. So, yeah, this is a screenshot from the official website. Prices represent a reduction on last season. Tickets for the Manchester Derby, for example, have been the lowest priced adult tickets. Sorry, let me reread this. Tickets for the Manchester Derby, for example, have seen the lowest priced adult tickets reduced by 43%. Wow. And highest priced reduced. I don't know why that was so difficult to read. I think I had an aneurysm there or something. It's worded a bit weird, but I think I had an aneurysm trying to read that. But bro, 43%. 43%. You know how massive that is, bro. And I've been saying, yeah, because of course I'm a fan of two clubs, Man City and Club Brugge. If you don't like that, kill issue, I suppose. Nobody cares. But I'm a fan of two clubs. And I just, as a Club Brugge fan, I cannot imagine Club Brugge doing what Man City has done to the fans. Club Brugge can be in the 20th division of Belgian football. There's not even that many divisions. That's how in the gutter Club Brugge could be. They tried to raise the ticket prices, yeah? The way Man City did, because Club Brugge has raised ticket prices in the past. If they tried to do it the way Man City did, bro, there would be riots in the streets. Bro, that CEO would be dragged out of the club and would be beaten in the street, bruv. That's the type of violence I'm talking about. Like, this is uncomparable to anything in Belgian football, and it's wild. It's absolutely wild how this ticket situation was allowed to happen in the first place. And listen, I'm all for Standards FC, yeah? I'm all for Standards FC, but think about this, yeah? What makes an elite club? What is a football club? Winning trophies, of course, winning trophies. But not every club is expected to win trophies. When I was growing up, Man City was a mid-table team. Nobody expected Man City to win trophies when I was growing up. Like, all of people did not even know who Man City was. Let's be brutally honest about it. Most non-English fans who weren't super into football didn't know about Man City. Mostly because internet didn't exist and you can't really see all the mid-table teams back then. But still, there was a fan base thing. So if it's not just about winning trophies, then what is a club about? I think, fundamentally speaking, a club is about its fans. And when you disregard your fan base the way Man City have done for the past 2 or 3 years, that is a disgrace of the highest order, in my opinion. It's worse than going a season trophyless. You can go trophyless a season. You can't take the piss with your fans. And that's why it's so important to talk about this, and why it's been so great the way that City Matters and all the other groups have talked about it, fought for it, and in the end won, because these reductions, they're not just price reductions, they're massive reductions. Again, 43%. This is what I want to see, because when you talk about standards, I'm not just talking about trophies. I'm talking about the standards to which the club treats the fans. That is the standards I'm talking about. The way you carry yourself on the pitch, the way you win trophies, everything. And this club has lacked standards in every single way possible last season. Transfer window, of course, we've talked about that to death. The football itself, and the ticket prices. 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row, just going up, 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 up. So, bro, I'm just happy. Because everything is turning around again. Khaldoon has taken notice and he said, yeah, let's fix this. Took him long enough, but he's finally started to fix it. In July is the Women's Euro, of course. Women's Euros, we'll be watching that. Club World Cup, 100 million will get us another big player. You know what, yeah? If we win the Club World Cup, I think we'll spend that money on Livramento. Wild shout, wild shout. If we win the Club World Cup, we're buying Livramento. If we don't win it, we're not buying Livramento. Ook, it's decent, but what have they done? It's decent, yes, what they have done, but they have only done it because we are expanding the new stand, and they will need to sell an additional 8,000 seats. I think the new tickets should be slightly lower. I mean, this is already a big drop. We're talking about 40 to 50% drops here in some of these tickets. Yes, like, I get what you're saying, yeah? I get what you're saying. It has to go down, absolutely. But here's the thing, yeah? There's factions. There's factions in Man City. There's Khaldoon Al-Mubarak. There's Sheikh Mansour. There's Soriano. What is his first name, by the way? Soriano, man. What is this guy's first name? Bram Soriano. So there's different factions within this club. And Soriano, as CEO, he looks at our incomings and he looks at our revenue, and that's what he's concerned with. That's his job. When the board tells Soriano to do his job, and when the board reviews how well Soriano did his job, they're looking at how much money did Man City make. What is the revenue? What is the cost? What is the profit? Why did we make these calls? All this financial stuff. So there is a pressure on him. Now, again, I agree with you, but there's a pressure on him to keep these ticket prices at a certain level so that Man City continues to make a good profit so that he can justify to the board, this is why I'm CEO. Now, Soriano, because people talk about how well run of a club we are, when we brought him in 2009, I believe, or 2008, was one of the two. I think it was 2009, was the year after takeover, right? This is the guy who came up with City Football Group idea, with the idea of one group owning multiple clubs across different places. When we talk about how well run City Football Group is and how we have revolutionized the way the sport works, that's coming from Soriano. So, again, I agree with you, but this is a guy who's been financially revolutionary in the football world, whose target is finances. So, there is a pressure take. So, I would say, yeah, be happy with what we have right now. Be happy with what we have right now. And see where it goes. Just see where it goes. If it goes south, you pick your pitchforks back up and you go protest again. But if things keep heading the right way, well, no point in making a fuss about it, right? It's baby steps. You can't expect things to change immediately. Just like I guess this season didn't change immediately with January, I suppose. We didn't immediately become Man City of old just because we bought players in January. In the same way, we can't expect to be getting ticket prices for 10 cents next season. Good, what about you? Thank you for asking, I'm good. Ticket prices are lowered, yes indeed. Took long enough. Now my tickets as an international will be equally expensive though. I'm not sure about that. I mean, obviously, I'm not buying tickets anyhow. I mean, I will be at the Etihad next season for one game. Not sure what game yet though. I'll have to see. Scheduling can be difficult. But I am planning to go to the Etihad, but like, I think as an international fan, yeah, it sucks you have to pay more, but you don't go as much, so it doesn't affect you as much. It's nice when the prices drop, but like, how often do you go, Rosa? Sue, last exam FC. We are in our last exam, yes sir. We can finally go to games. Finally, the empty hat memes are gone. Because you know, empty hat and all that stuff is going around again. But how this season has been, or should I say last season has been. 250 goals for the Bayern München. Bad boy. He was a... like, obviously, Müller is retiring after the Club World Cup. He was a proper player, wasn't he? Kind of a shame that his last tournament will be a made-up bullshit tournament that shouldn't exist in the first place, but oh well. I'll keep my Club World Cup opinion separate. The Dutch under-21s just scored. A big up to... oh my god. Chidressa? Chesna? Something like that. Big up to you. Finally, ticket prices have gone down. Empty Old Trafford. Bro, Old Trafford ain't empty though. There's a swamp there and everything. They got a waterfall. It's a whole ass exhibition. You know, back in the day, like when you wanted to go see a beautiful waterfall as a British person, you would go to North America. You would go to like the beautiful parks in Central North America. They have some beautiful parks there. Nowadays, just get in your car, you drive up to Manchester. You can go to Old Trafford. It's almost as beautiful as the Amazon. Wonderful, really, what's happening there. It will be a tourist hotspot in the coming years. I can't help but praise the ingenuity to bring a waterfall into a football stadium. I come twice a year. Pause. You go twice a year. Okay, fair enough. I mean, again, it would be nice if these prices were lowered, of course. But I mean, I'm not trying to And the prices should be lowered, yes, but like, I feel like for the international fan, it doesn't impact you that much. But still, lowered prices is good for the club. Maybe not all round, but in general for the club, it's good to have these lowered prices in it. Like everything is just being a bit more positive around the club right now. The ticket prices going down. I was about to say up. The ticket prices going down. That's a positive. But also the transfer window, where we've signed how many players? We signed 5 players. Signed 5 players because Nipan is done. Marcus Bettinelli, is that how you say it? Marcus Bettinelli. So 2 players who won't play, to be fair, but these are the players, homegrown criteria and for the future that you're loaning out. And we also signed Sherky, Reinders, Nuri. There's another transfer window coming up. And I'll say honestly, because in a bit we'll do some transfer news. But I'll say honestly, yeah. I think that if we win the Club World Cup, we will go buy a big name right back. I'm not sure who. I reckon it will be Livramento. But if we win the Club World Cup, we'll go try to do that. But anyhow, that was just shortly my opinion on the ticket situation. So I have a stream coming up in 3 minutes for some transfers. So let me redirect you guys there. Let's go over to there. Let's talk about some transfers. This is just a short stream about my opinions about ticket prices going down. Big up to Khaldun, a man of his word. To be a man of his word, to be fair. But yeah, the war has been won, guys. For now, the battle has been won. I'd say, battle has been won. So let's hope for upwards trajectory from the club head from here on out. I'll redirect you guys now. Don't leave. I'll redirect you guys. I'll be live in 2 minutes from now to talk about transfers, and we can still talk about the ticket situation there as well, but just on a different stream.